Okay, perfect. So let me close all this stuff. So we have learned about the access specifier in the last class. Today we are going to learn a new concept here. The name of the concept is like a string class. What do you know about string? Correct. Combination of character, that is nothing but you need to say sequence of characters. Enclosed in a double quote is known as string. Perfect. Perfect answer. What else you know about string? Come on, guys, speak up. Okay, let me go ahead without wasting a single minute. Let me proceed for this so that we can go a bit fast over here. So, string is nothing but a collection or the sequence of characters enclosed in a double quotes is known as string. So, when it comes to Java perspective, the string is defined in this way. String is a class which is defined in that package. Okay, so we have something so-called packages concept here. So let me show you that. I hope we have started working on this thing. So let me create a Java project, and the name of the project which I am giving over here is like string example. Okay, so let me go for creation of class now. Those who have not yet started working on this Eclipse, I request them to start it as soon as possible. So demo, I'm giving the name of the class. So let me go with this. Program based on string example. Let me import the package also. And let me write the main method also. So here also you are seeing the string. So we are going to learn about this. So string is a class. You can see that it is a class. When it is final, then it is said to be an immutable class. So you have to define it in this way. String is a immutable class defined in java.lang package. This is the one way. Another thing, declaration of string. So how do you declare a string? There are two ways to define a string. This is the one way, and this is another way. There is a huge difference between two declarations. So we will be learning about this down the line. So let me go with the example. So string is declared in two ways. String str equals to new string 1. If you want to display the string, what do you have to do? Just display str. So you will be getting a string. In the same way, string str1 equals to new string. Sorry, string not new will not be used in this case. So if you want to display the string, just you have to go for str1. So you can see that we got the output for 1 as well as 2. So this is what regarding the string concept. So string is an immutable class defined in java.lang package. The declaration of string is done in two ways in this device, str1 and str2. Okay, Next point. So whenever you go for the string, you have to take care of few things. You have to remember the couple of methods and the usage of string. Let's go with the couple of methods here. So what are the different types of methods available in a string? How to know a methods in a particular class? Control O you have to press. So here you will be having, and you are having is empty, and we are having char add, many more. So these many methods are there. So among them, the most common methods which we are going to use is length. So this is what? Length. For example, let me remove this second one. If you want to find the length of a string, what you have to do is you have to call that method. So this is a class. This is like a class which is a predefined class and which is not static in nature. This class is final in nature. Okay, so I want to use the method of this class. What is required? I need to create an object. So this is what I have created, an object. Now I want to call a method. How do you call a method? Object name dot method name. That is nothing but length. So you can see. Okay, let me go for the next one. So this is the one way and this is the another way. Here you are not defining anything and you are trying to define a length. So what is the length of a string? It is a 0 because we have not defined anything. So if you want to add some data to the string, what you have to do is you have to go in this way. If you don't want to go with the constructor type and you want to add some data, then you have to go in this way. Let me go like this, and then str equals to new string 1, and then system.out.println str.length. This is over. Next one. Let's take a couple of more methods over here. So we are having methods like length is completed, is empty you have. So this is empty is going to return you the boolean. You're going to check whether the string is empty or not. How you are going to do that? So what you got here? False. So it is saying that your string is not empty. If you are making it empty here, then you are getting it as true. Okay? In the same way, you are having a couple of more methods here. Char at. Let me go with that. Char at 0 index. What is a character at 0 index? You find something here. Yeah, now it is O. You're right. So char at 1 will be giving you N. Perfect. If I go for char at 5, what will be the output? None. None means empty it will be, or what? Error or what? Okay, let me ask to JVM. So we are getting an exception. String index out of bounds. So when do you get this kind of exception? When you're going for more than the size. So what is the length of this? We have displayed the length also. The length is 3, and you're trying to access the fifth element. So it is not possible. So in the same way, we have a couple of more methods here. Quote point at, quote point before, quote point count, so many others. So if you go with all this, it's a very big it takes nearly 15 to 20 classes only to compare this and all. So it starts with, another one is starts with. Str dot starts with O. True. Now if you give something else, I, false. So in the same way, we should go for starts with, ends with, all these methods are there. So the actual story begins now. We have not yet started. Minimal requirement which is need to be understood that we have not yet covered. So in order to cover that, I need to explain you a couple of things. So let's go with that now. So what I said you, there are two ways to define a string. This is the one way, and this is another way. So what is the difference between these two? When you are going with new operator, what I said you, what is the use of new operator? That string will be stored in a heap memory when you are going with new operator. Okay, your string will be, for example, you have written over here like str equals to new string of 1. So for this case, whenever you use new operator, it will be storing over here in the heap memory. And whenever you go for new string, like string literal, let me show you that also. In this case, this will be stored in the memory area. So this area is known as string pool. So what is the use of this area? I will be explaining you down the line. So now you have str equal to 1. So the usage of the string pool is, if you go with the string pool, the advantage of this is it will be stored in the heap area. And why it is storing in heap area means, in order to support the feature of memory leakage. This example, this concept will be clear to you when I go with example like this. For example, you have defined the same value 1, 1, 1 at 3 different locations. So what will be happen at the back end is, it is going to point, the 3 different locations are going to point to the same value. So whenever you create a string, the content of that is nothing but the object of the string will be checked with respect to the value stored in the heap area. If it is already existing, then what it will be doing is it is going to simply redirect or reconnect it to the same location. So the problem with string immutability is, if you're going for immutable, as string is going to point at different locations, from different location it is going to point the same area. If you change at one location, it is going to reflect for the others also. For let's take an example of the database connectivity. If you have a database connectivity, the driver name you have, and the driver name is common for 10 classes. So you have defined the same driver name at different 10 classes. So at the back end, your driver name will be only one time, and the 10 different strings will be pointing to the or referencing to the same driver name. So change in one place will be going to reflect for other. In order to avoid that, string has created a concept of string pool. So string pool is used for referencing your objects. If you want, you can reference your object by doing this. Okay, so this is what a usage of the string pool. Let me show you something more. For example, you have something like str equal to new string of 1, and one more time you have the same thing here. What is that? Str equal to new string of 2. We take one once again. Okay, so what will be happened at the back end is, when you are going with new, for every operation it is going to create a new heap area. So this is nothing but the heap area, and how it is going to point? From here it is going to point to this, and from here it is going to point to this. This is known as string referencing, and this is known as string pointing. Okay, what is heap area? Very good question Raju has asked. Because of Raju question, many are going to learn about this. Those who know, they are going to have a quick revision. So heap area is nothing but a memory area which is going to allocate some memory while creating an object. So let me show you that. So you can see over here, you have something so called heap area. This heap area is responsible for allocating a memory to objects. So whenever you are creating an object, who is responsible for this? Heap area is responsible for that. Okay, is this clear? Let me show you something over here so that it will be more clear to you. Can someone tell me what is the output here? They are equal or not? True. Okay. So if they are equal, it will be returning true. So one answer I got. Let me take a chat window separately. So Kishore has answered at the first level. So what about others? Come on guys, speak up. What is your views over here? It will be true or false? Swapna also replied as true. What about others? There is support for both true and false. See, result will be in Boolean. Either it will be true or either it will be false. Chalo. Let me ask to the JVM. We will be wondering by seeing the result. So what is that? False. You might be thinking like, even though the values are equal, why it is false? Correct? So the answer is, you can see that this is stored at different location and this is stored at different location. So whenever you do with double equals, it will be referencing the location. This comparator operator is used for checking the location, not content. Okay, let me ask you one more thing here. String str2 equals to 1. Now str1 double equals to str2. Now tell me what is a address. What is address? Let me show you something. So one of my friend is having a question. What is address? So like whenever you create any object, let me take a simple example. Int x equal to 10 we have. So what all things will be happening at the back end? At the back end, you will be having a value in between. Okay, and another thing is, what else you will be having over here is name will be there, and at the ground level address will be there. Address is nothing but your memory address. For example, if you want to save some file in your computer, definitely there will be some address where you are going to place your file. So in the same way, the variable is placed somewhere, the address will be there. So address is nothing but the size and the reference of the location. So in the same way, here the address is different and here the address is different. How can you say that both are different? When you see over here, this one is pointing at different location and this one is pointing at different location. So both the locations are different. So because of that, you are getting false. Now you can see over here, str1 is pointing to the same location, str2 is pointing to the same location, and str is also pointing to the same location. So what will be the output of str1 and str2? False. Okay. Some people have given true and some people have given false. So let me explain you once again. So whenever you use string str1 equals to value, then this is going to store in this area, this circle area. Whenever you use new, then it is going to store in this box area. This box area is known as heap memory and this is known as pool, string pool. So string pool is also a part of heap memory. Actually the complete heap memory will be like this. So here the location is different and this location is different. So when you are pointing with the same one, the location is same. str and str2 is going to point to the same one, same location. So because of that, you are getting true over here. Okay. Let me ask one more question. What is the output? I got false answer. False, false, false. False. Let me ask to JP. So you got false. Why? See here it is new and here there is no new. So both the locations are different. So because of that, it is false. Okay. So now one more question. So what is the output for this? 0, 0 and 0, 1. False. False. So one have to be true as well. True as well, true as well. False as well. Okay. So guys, new means new, whether the value is same or not. It is going to create the new block, new address. See, here also one it is, here also one it is. So new address will be given for this. So if you compare these two, both are having two different addresses. So let's see the output. So you are getting false over. You should be very careful when you go with vice versa, opposite to each other. Not vice versa, opposite to each other. One, if you're comparing 0, 0, 1 with 1, because here there is new and here there is no new, then it will be false. If you are comparing without using new, within the same, it will be true. And new versus new also false. So this you have to remember. This is a bit tricky concept. Because of that also the people are asking in the interviews. Okay. Now we have a very important method, so called equals. Okay. So what is the usage of this equals method? Equals method is going to compare the content, whether the data is same or not. So the data is same, you are getting true. If I do the same for double equals, what you will be getting? So what is the output here? Two values you will be getting using equals method and double equals. Contains we will be seeing in the next coming classes. Means down the line, today only. Let's calculate also. So my question is simple here. What will be resulted here and what will be resulted here? True and false. One is saying true and one is saying false. True, false, true, false. Perfect. So can someone tell me equals will be comparing the content and this one will be comparing the address. So address, location, both are one and the same. So as you said, it is true and false. So guys, this you have to remember like anything, difference between equals and double equals. Okay, let's see some more concepts of strings. So when you see the method signature of this, what you have, character sequence. So you can give a character sequence 1. So O is there, then you are getting true. H getting false. Okay, so these things you can do over here. And one more is there, equals ignore case. We have missed this one. Doesn't matter what type of, make the concept case insensitive. So you can see that true and false. Even though both are having a different cases, still you are getting true. Okay. So in the same way we have seen for contains, and one more important method is substring. So if you want to divide your string into some parts, then you have to go for the substring. So 3 dot substring begins with so if you see the signature here, you should always go with the signature. Substring of int comma int, substring of, what is the size here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So whatever you want to divide, you can give in this way. You want to divide it in terms of spacing. So what I want is, I want to do the substring from 0 to 4, 5. What you got? Hello. So how you got hello? String which start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this part is considered, and you got this part. In the same way, if you want the remaining substring, then 6 comma the remaining. What is the remaining over there? We don't know the remaining, correct? So we can go with directly 3 dot length. So this length will be giving you the direct value from 6th character to the last character. Yes. So it is used for splitting your, dividing your string and getting the divided part. So this is for usage of substring. So substring is widely used, and another concept is like split. Split from hello to 3 characters answer. So what I said, you should always see the signature of this. So what is the return of split? String array is a return of split. So what I want is, I want to split on the top of spaces. Hello, dears, nears, tears. Oops. All these things, what I'm going to do is, I want to split it. I will show you the output. It's a double space or a single space. Split. I should go with IOB. Divided your string into all parts. What are the parts over here? The spacing is nothing but a part. this space is considered as one string, and this space is considered as another string. This space is considered as third one. All the spaces have divided the string into small parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so all these things, correct? So this is what a usage of string. So guys, do you have any questions? Okay, what is the use of counting from 0? So let me show you what I am doing over here. This is a process of iterating the elements. When you have elements in an array, and if you want to loop that array, then you will be writing the logic in this way. Okay, this is an array, and you want to loop that array. So you will be writing the logic in this way. So what you have in this array, the array will be having the elements like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to show you this thing. When you go for that array dot length, then you will be getting the length as how much? 5 over here. You can see here. And if you want to access the element of an array, then you can go like this. So it will be 0th element, first element, second, third, fourth, because array will start from 0 and end with n minus 1. So you can see that the first one is length and the remaining are like this. Okay, in order to write this loop for the in order to avoid this writing sysouts for the 5 times, what I did over here is I have written a loop over the same output. I hope your question is answered over here. So that's it from my side. So I will suggest you one website. If you go with this, then you will be coming to know much more about this. What is that? So I request you to refer this one. This is having a very good explanation about string, and it is also having the methods, which are different methods used for different purpose. So you have to click over there and you can see the source code over there. So please refer this website, and tomorrow and day after tomorrow, 2 days, you won't be having a class, and next we will be meeting on Monday. Okay, thank you so much guys, have a good day, bye.